Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Empowering Entrepreneurs Podcast. I'm Glenn Harper.
Julie Smith.
You look like you're ready to roll. What's
Well,
going
you
on in
don't
that
know
head
what
of yours?
question I'm going to ask.
No?
And I know you're over
This
there
is the
like, ooh, where's this going to go and
The
what's going to
speed
happen?
round. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll do my best. Forget the rest.
So
What
I
you
think
got
it's
going on?
so one of the things I think we should address that's probably happens to a lot of entrepreneurs and their leadership team, their board team, their centers of influences is how do you manage different styles? So I don't know if anyone's picked up on it or not, but Glenn and I are drastically different when it comes to making decisions or getting from point A to point Z. Generally, I will burn it down from B to Y. So just look out. And he's over there meandering, trying to water B to flower, and C is going to eventually come up and be great. And I'm at Z, like I burned the road down. Are you coming?
She's always at the finish line. I'm just trying to get to the next step here, but very methodical. No, there are two different styles. And again, I think it depends. There's these personality traits tests you can take, and I'm like strongly on one side, you're strongly on the other.
Literally on opposite ends of the spectrum.
But it's all about, it's where you came from, what your style is that you learned, whether you come from big business or small business, whether you're a more of a nurturer solving a problem, or you're like this get it done type of thing. Those are two different, there's multiple styles to get there. Neither one is wrong and neither one is right. It's just the circumstances dictate. Sometimes you got to go in there with a tank, and sometimes you got to go in with
I mean, I would always go in with a tank unless there was someone beside me holding back my tank. So let me be clear about that one.
Always hiding the gas cans.
But I think, to put an analogy out there, like I will throw a grenade and then figure out how to pick up the pieces. Like I'm never afraid of what will happen, because if someone has wronged me, not done right, or I feel like something is coming, I will gladly take and throw the grenade and figure it out afterwards. Like I just always have this feeling of it's all going to be okay. I'll be able to pick it up. I'll figure it out, right? Even sometimes when I'm saying like, okay, let's throw the grenade, and he's like, okay, well, what about X, Y, Z? And I'm like, we'll figure it out. He's like, no, what is the plan? I don't necessarily know what X, Y, and Z will be that's about to blow up, but I will figure it out. Meanwhile, he's over there polishing the grenade in hopes that we never have to throw it.
Sometimes a grenade is helpful, like horseshoes and hand grenades is very helpful. And other times we might not have to get so messy. And it just depends on the circumstances. And again, it's just different perspectives to come at the certain problem. And all of the entrepreneurs out there have these same things. Sometimes you get so ticked off, you were wronged, and you just want to go out and just fight, and blow it up. And other times you're like, man, I see this thing happening. I hope it doesn't go that way. I'm going to try to nurse it along a little bit and see if I can right the ship and bring it back. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. Different styles. There's no absolute for all of them. And for anything, it's just those are the two styles you're going to have. But I believe in the good of people, and I will give probably too much rope and too much benefit of the doubt, and it generally will come sometimes bite me in the butt. But a lot of times it's turned out really, really well because I believe in the good of people. But sometimes if I see it coming straight at me, okay, we got to fight. But it's just hard to tell. We don't know as entrepreneurs. Like everybody's attacking you at once. How do you know you can't throw grenades at everybody?
I mean, I don't see a reason why not.
You only have so many. They only give you so many.
I just feel like we're in the sandbox, right? And like as an entrepreneur, I'm playing in my sandbox, for instance. And if someone's going to enter into my sandbox and they're not going to enter it in nicely, I have to defend my sandbox. And if someone's going to enter into my sandbox willingly, like I feel like it's no holds barred, grenades are coming.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. It depends on where the assault's coming from. But again, this is a good for all entrepreneurs, is the facts and circumstances, how you feel about things, the strength of the enemy coming at you. You don't even know what that is until you are engaged. And sometimes they sneak up on you, right? They just pop out.
But I think what we've learned to do, so if there's like anything that the listeners can learn from, is I may now pause before I send the grenade, and I may go explain, I'm about to throw this grenade. And
no, you pull it and you're holding it away from me. And I'm like, let me get that. And you're like, no. And I'm like, let me just try to solve this thing. And then you're like, I'm ready. And then you launch it.
And I think what we've learned is like that yin and yang. So like I may be ready to launch the grenade, but I may give him a moment to see if he can have a conversation that will allow the situation to get out of my sandbox per se and continue to let us play. And I think there's moments in time where he realizes that there's no conversation that can be had that can bring this person out of my sandbox, I guess, or out of our sandbox. And so, he's like, okay, go for it, Julie, just do whatever you got to do. Just don't tell me,
I summon the Kraken. And then it happens.
But I think we've learned each other. I think the point is you have to learn each other's style when it comes to conflict and resolution, and be able to say, okay, here's the conflict and here's my resolution. And then to be able not just to hear him, but listen and hear him say, here's how I see this conflict and here's how I see this resolution. Okay, which way are we going to try first? Because oftentimes it's one of us navigating that road. And which one are we going to try? He may see some roadblocks that while I'm burning it down never would have saw that coming my way. And I may say, there's no way your conversation is going to work, what have you. And so
very supportive.
Being able to have that conversation and come to a conclusion, of course, I don't really want everyone to burn it down and throw grenades at every single thing. It just feels like as an entrepreneur, you never know who's coming at your sandbox and from which way. And so you're just defending something. But being able to understand that conflict resolution and having that person to be able to maybe take you from, it's DEFCON 1, right? DEFCON 1 is
I think the lower the DEFCON is, the worse.
Yeah, I always thought it was higher, but maybe DEFCON 10 meant I was at peace. I don't know. Anyway, figuring out that DEFCON and being able to talk you off the ledge per se, or sleep on it, or think about it, I think is really important. Whether that's a business partner, whether that's your spouse, whether that's some random friend that's a really great listener, a therapist that you have, whatever it is, I think it's being able to... It's
all about this listening she's talking about. Everybody's got to listen.
No, talk less, listen more.
Listen more. And to the point is remember, there's this problem that is a person, place, or thing, a product, service, something. There's a problem that's coming at your organization or you or your staff or whatever. Either something's coming in or something's trying to go out, and you're just trying to solve the problem. The hardest thing is to identify what is the problem.
And knowing that you are not the problem.
Right. I'm never the problem.
And your peacemaking skills.
And knowing what the problem is, but really what is the easiest solution to have. And sometimes it's a grenade, and sometimes it's a little soft soap to try to solve the issue. You'll learn that as you navigate as being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I think good lessons, because call me if you want to burn it down. Call him if you want to, have a good, calm, peaceful conversation.
I got lots of grenades. I just don't really want to use them unless I have to.
Just kidding.
I do have a flamethrower. Well, there's another great edition of the Empowered Entrepreneurs Podcast. I'm Glenn Harper.
Julie Smith.